was your biggest month for revenue in
About 100K on Amazon, and then for the coaching, I got up to about $250,000 a month.
All right, so we just got here to Jack's crib. We're gonna go in, say hi, meet him for the first time, and get a little video going. So let's get it. What's good, bro? How are you? Nice to meet you, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks for having us over.
What's going on, boys?
So we came over here to Jack's house today to talk about how he started his own Amazon business and how he was able to influence a lot of other individuals to start their Amazon business. But surprisingly, yesterday he gave me a call and told me about how he wants to rebrand his whole business and entrepreneurship journey. So today we're going to be talking about Amazon, but also about his new steps in this entrepreneurship lifestyle. So I'm going to let Jack introduce himself and give you guys a bit of sauce about who he is.
Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Jack Woodburn. People call me Woody online. I've been an entrepreneur for about 5 years. And yeah, man, it's been quite the path to get here. Started off by dropshipping actually on Shopify. Wasn't really working. And then I moved into Amazon, bought some courses on Amazon, started that up, started doing like 4K a week in revenue, scaled that store to hundreds of thousands per month eventually. And then I started teaching others. And I've been running my own program for the last 3 years. And yesterday I decided to shut it down. I've scaled that coaching business to multiple 7 figures, but it's time for me to move on and teach people, what I've learned up until this point.
What was your biggest month for revenue in terms of Amazon or coaching, or both of them combined, just to let the people know at the beginning of the video your results?
Yeah, about 100K revenue per month on Amazon, and then for the coaching, I got up to about $250,000 a month.
That's crazy, and that's actually how we met. We were both in the same program. He was my coach actually in AIA program, and now he's my good mentor and good buddy. So yeah, now let's get into more details for this video and ask more questions about his whole business and entrepreneurship journey. So you talked about how you used to do Shopify dropshipping, but then got into Amazon and then coaching. What was the process behind these decisions into scaling to the next level of business or the next business model?
Yeah, I mean, really it was investing in myself at the end of the day, right? If you're looking to get into the game and, looking to make money online, it's always investing into people above you that have already done that. So that's what I did. I started buying courses, started learning on my own, and then, obviously took my own skills and worked upon those as well. And I found some hacks as well that really helped. But yeah, it's pretty much how I got started, is by buying courses.
So what goes into Amazon FBA and building that type of business? What skills do you need, or what is the main skill that you had to develop for yourself to be able to reach 100K per month?
Really, it's just scale and volume. So, with FBA, you have to invest in product up front, whereas dropshipping, you don't have to do that, right? So it's really making sure that you're using softwares accordingly to make sure that that product is actually going to sell and you're going to be in profit. And then it's buying bulk of that product up front, shipping it in Amazon's warehouse, and then you make the money on the back end. So it's a little bit different than dropshipping, which is the reverse of that. So you definitely have to be dialed in on your data.
Data is definitely huge, because I remember you were on my ass about data when we were in the mentorship before for AIA. How did you get into tracking your data, or how do you do it properly?
I mean, by using software, but it can be as easy as using an Excel sheet or a Google sheet, right? No matter what business it is, making sure that you're tracking all your revenue, your profit, your ad spend, whatever that is, because that's the only way to truly scale a business, is having that correct data in place.
If you guys are starting dropshipping or have been thinking about starting dropshipping, well, the sponsor of today's video fits you perfectly. AutoDS is your all-in-one tool that you need to successfully run a dropshipping business. From using them as your product research tool, ripping videos to test your own ads, and even using them as your own private supplier, they're going to help you successfully launch your own business, and even a beginner could get this done within a day or two. So here in AutoDS, I wanted to show you a few of the tools that I like to use myself when I'm doing research for my brands. So over here is one of my favorite tools called TikTok Spy. In TikTok Spy, you have basically unlimited filters to be able to find the videos, products, anything that you are looking for your business. Over here, we can filter videos with more than $200,000 likes, impressions, more than 500,000 impressions, interaction rate, which basically means it's the engagement rate, the rate of people interacting with your video essentially. Call to action, so I like doing shop now or order now. We'll do shop now as of right now. We'll do shop now. From the source, I like doing advertising because I run paid media myself and do organic later. Any keywords that you need as well, and then we can just search it. And as you can see, boom, all the videos with the filters that you asked for are in front of your face. So for example, we can check this video over here. You can literally rip this video for yourself so you can run it for your own brand right away. Here we can see it's a super nice, neat necklace, high quality video, 273,000 likes, 1.2 thousand shares. I can tell these guys are printing money with their store. You can press shop now and it will show you a bit more information about the post itself. For example, the first seen date when they first launched ads, the last seen date, which is today, which means they're still paying to run ads, could possibly mean they're still making money. If you're looking to use AutoDS, simply just click the link underneath this video in the description and you're gonna get twice the amount of value for free, and you're gonna get 30 days for free instead of 15 days. So just click the link, connect your store, and start finding your next winning products so you can scale them and make some money. Back to the video. Now, talking about Amazon coaching, not Amazon FBA, what were the main skills that you had to learn to be able to reach $250,000 in 1 month with that and be able to also generate results for clients?
Yeah, it's a really good question. Basically, going back to it, tracking your KPIs, right? That's huge. So, learning how to market, learning how to sell, learning how to fulfill on clients is definitely the 3 pillars of any online coaching business. And yeah, it's making sure that all those numbers are in check. So knowing what your cost per call booked is, knowing what your cost per acquisition is, like that's how you actually scale. And then managing a team, right? You need sales guys, especially for a high ticket offer. You need sales guys, you need coaches to help you, fulfill for the clients and make sure that they're getting results. So it's really managing a team and understanding marketing, sales, and fulfillment.
So you have a team to be able to make $250,000. How big is your team and how hard was it to build it up and manage it?
A lot harder than people fucking think, that's for sure. I had about 8 guys, so I had 4 sales guys, 2 coaches, and then a couple of content and kind of ops guys. So I was managing a team of about 8, and people don't realize the overhead even with a coaching business. Yeah, the profit margins are great, but when you have a team, your payroll expense goes up every month. So there's a lot of overhead to run that business.
What was your biggest mistake in starting the coaching business or Amazon business that you had to overcome, and how did you overcome it?
Probably by not focusing on revenue generating activities. And what that is it's marketing and it's sales, right? A lot of times guys spend too much time in their head overthinking, how do I build this funnel better? How do I switch up the copy, right? Really, it just comes down to making fucking sales.
100%. Let's go talk more about now your new path of entrepreneurship inside.
Yeah.
Perfect, let's do it. All right, so getting out of the Amazon topic, now transitioning to your new journey in life of entrepreneurship. Why did you make that transition and leaving Amazon behind, and what are you pursuing now?
Yeah, it's a good question. Really, I want to teach other people all the risks that I've taken to get to the place where I am now. We're sitting in this penthouse and, I have the money, I have the girl, I have the network, and I want to teach other people how to do that, how to take the risk, how to start their own brand, how to launch their own coaching offer, how to actually build a multi-million-dollar network like I have. And I think there's a lot more value in that than just teaching someone how to start an FBA store.
Would you say that this new path for yourself is more of a passion project too, or what is the main reasoning you are pursuing this one as a whole?
Yeah, 100%. I've always wanted to do this or something like this. And I almost launched a similar project a couple years ago, but just wasn't in the place to do it. And now I have the capital and the mindset to actually launch this kind of community and build it up the right way, how I want to do it, not have a huge team, and kind of go back to that solopreneur lifestyle like when I first got started. So yeah, it's doing a full 360 of even the past 5 years and then coming all the way to this point where I'm kind of at step 1 again.
And so you're talking about, you've been able to develop this network, the penthouse, the woman in your life. How did you get to this point? Because you weren't born with this. You had to learn it somehow, and I'm sure you had some hardships. How did you get here? Where did you learn your information from? Or how did you develop yourself as a person?
Yeah, when it comes to leveling up, you need to always be investing in yourself, and that's what I've done for the past 5 years. I think that was one of the biggest contributors, and then also, not being afraid to take risks, not being afraid to invest a lot of money into a mentor or pay a ridiculous amount for a mastermind or to travel. Even hiring, I have a personal trainer now, he's $2-3 grand a month. That's an investment into myself, and I think that's what it all comes back to. And I think that's what really contributed to, the success and how I got here.
100%. And what would you say your priorities now that you have cash flow coming in? You know, you have everything you were kind of working for and you're more set now. What are your priorities? How would you list them?
It's just my mind. Like, I'm just working on my mindset and peace, right? Not having like a huge staff or a huge team, and then obviously, you know, providing a lot of value to others. And I know that in return, I'll get paid for that. So yeah, that's really what I'm focused on. And then also some investment stuff. You know, I've been getting into crypto the last year and a half, and you know, I'm up big right now. So just kind of managing those positions, and yeah, it's fun, bro. It's like a new chapter in my life.
100%. And so you learned a lot from courses. Did you also learn from YouTube, from free value, or was it all just strictly courses?
Yeah, I mean, I'm always watching other guys, other successful guys, watching their channels, what they're doing, what they're up to, and just getting in the right rooms and, you know, not being afraid to shoot your shot when you're networking, or, you know, when you have that chance to invest into someone or a mastermind or something like that, like always take it if you can, right? You know, that's what I've always done. And now, you know, I'm hanging out with guys like Luke Alexander, Jordan Welch, you know, Luke Bomar, and, you know, it's pretty cool. You know, Champ, all these guys are down here, and, you know, it's just taken years for me to get to this point where, you know, I'm friends with these guys, you know, they're on the same level with me, if not bigger. It's pretty cool.
100%. And I just feel like a lot of people have this misconception that they just need courses to be able to get to where they're at. But I mean, you can see it yourself here, guys. There's books behind us, and there's YouTube where there's a bunch of free value, where Jack is starting his own channel too, and he's going to be providing that free value. So I just feel like a lot of people really limit themselves to the possibilities and opportunities that are out there. Would you agree with that?
Dude, 100%. I mean, the world is abundant, money's abundant, you know, views are abundant. So, but it's just getting started. You know, everyone has that fear early on. Is this not going to work? Am I not going to make any money from it? Like, even when I started all this, like, I had no clue, right? But it's a lot harder than people think too, right? It takes years, and people have this cliche saying of it's a 5-year overnight success. And, you know, I'm like living proof of that. Like, that first year, bro, I thought I was going to be a millionaire, but it took like 5 years, not a year, right? So, you know, people have to set the right expectations getting into the game, and I think that's super important.
100%, bro. How about we go to another part of the house and get into some real stuff too, about more about your failures and how you overcame them?
Yep.
Sound good? We'll do it. Now, before we get into the real life shit, bro, I just wanted to give you something we brought you. Thank you so much for the hospitality and everything, bro.
Appreciate that.
Of course, bro.
Yeah.
He helped me from the ground up, really, when I was down bad a couple months ago, and really appreciate it. I asked him to hire me as a salesman. Glad he didn't.
Bro.
Yeah, bro.
Coming soon.
Yes, sir, bro.
Thank you.
I was checking out your Instagram and saw you like Porsche. Saw a few pics.
Oh, damn, bro. These are hard. Hell yeah.
I'm glad we got the right size.
Yeah.
We got the right size. Yeah, bro. Of course, man. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
And now we're going to get into the depressing stuff. All right, so getting back into the real stuff, what were your biggest failures, mistakes, and how did you overcome them in this area of business?
Yeah, I mean, there were times where I was dead broke, but I would still invest like $5K into a mentor to like get me to the next level, and like always try to figure it out. So I've been in like really tight positions before, but it always fucking works out. I said it on my Instagram. It's like, it always works out, bro. But as far as failures, I mean, obviously trying to start my own clothing brand and trying to drop ship on Shopify, I did fail at that technically. And then I tried to launch an NFT project back in the hype of things, and yeah, that flopped. I lost about $100,000 in 30 days. It was about all my money at the time too. So that was a really pivotal moment in my career about, you know, a few years ago at this point. But it taught me a lot. It taught me the true value of the dollar, and, you know, how careful you need to be when you're investing a lot of money into projects. So,
what was an underrated skill that you had to develop due to previous mistakes that you didn't recognize was such that had such a big impact on your business?
probably just sales, bro. Like, sales is the lifeblood of any business, and if you're not selling, you're not making money, right? So that's why, going back to earlier in the video, and I said revenue generating activities, it's like most of you guys aren't even focusing on sales, and that's kind of the core of any business. To drive it forward, to make sure you're getting paid, to make sure your team's getting paid, is literally sales. So that's probably one of the most undervalued skills, you know, that I had early on that I had to develop.
100%. If you were watching this video yourself as a complete beginner, looking to get started in either Amazon, crypto, whatever type of business it is, what would be the main advice that would benefit you to be able to reach the same point that you're at today, but quicker?
Take risks and invest in yourself, like I said, and focus on sales. Literally the 3 things that I said in this video is invest in yourself, focus on sales, and take risks.
100%. So what are your next steps from here now that you literally yesterday made the decision to stop Amazon, stop coaching? And I know you're getting into YouTube, but what are your next step as of right now? Like, what is this next month going to look like for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be developing this new offer, this new community to help people and provide a lot of value to people. I'm going to start off my own podcast too, called Take the Risk. And yeah, just start building my personal brand and telling my story more.
And if people want to start learning more about Jack Woodburn, no more Ecom Woody, where can they go reach you? Where can they go learn from you? Or how can they just learn more about what you have to share?
Yeah, just at Jack Woodburn on everything, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. So at Jack Woodburn, but you guys can call me Woody.
Any last words for the audience so they can get off their asses and start making some money?
Yeah, start investing in yourself, seriously. And, guys like us, you should be looking up to, but realize that we're just like you. There was a point where I was a nobody, I didn't know anything, but it all started with investing in myself and my skill sets and building high income skills.
100%. Just a couple months ago, I lost everything, was down bad, literally asking for a sales job from this guy right here. And he literally said no to my face, mentored me, and 1.5 months after, I was making 10K a month now, and it's been up since. So dude, I appreciate you for having me order, bro. And yeah, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.